fam! So welcome to the February round of message readings. I wanted to do a quick intro just as a big thank you. I just passed my 1,000 subscriber mark, so thank you so much to all of you out there. Literally couldn't do it without you. It is all for you and all about you. And I've been thinking of some way to just kind of do something fun to commemorate it. And I was thinking I rarely ever talk about me or put me on the videos. And I had recommendations to do like a Q&A video, so I was like, what better time than right now? So I'm going to give it some time. I don't know how many questions will come through, but if there's any questions you have for me, and it can be about anything. If you wanted to know more about me personally, if you wanted to know my opinions on anything, like literally if you have a question, fire away. No topic is off limits. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll give it, but I'll give it some time once we get some questions together. And I'll do like a 1,000 subscriber funsies Q&A, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could even do it as a live if that's a thing. I don't know. Whatever. However, so I just wanted to give a big thank you and kind of just let you guys know. Send your questions either on my Instagram at the Guiding Chariot. You can drop them in the comment section down below. We'll put them all together and we'll do a special video shouting you guys out and answering your questions. Outside of that, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. We're going to pull some oracle and some tarot cards to figure out some messages for the month. As I've been filming them, it's been really funny because a lot of them have been coming out focused on relationships. So most of you guys out there have kind of lucked out and are getting 2 love readings for the month of February. So enjoy it. But they've been super positive, so I hope you enjoy your reading. As always, shout it out in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you again for hitting the 1,000 subscribers. And let's get to your video. Bye. Hey Sagittarius, this is TC, your Guiding Chariot. Welcome to your February general message reading. This will be a general reading for Sag's Sun, Moon, and Rising. As a general reading, just a little heads up. You may not resonate with everything. Only take the messages that resonate. If it doesn't make any sense to your situation, doesn't fit what you're going through, leave that on the table, okay? Only take what fits. All right. Messages and guidance for the sign of Sagittarius. Oop. Oh, there we go. Those are fast. Come on. Oh, no, not taking those. There you are. Oh, I love this card. Ah! Okay, fun stuff, Sag. Okay. So, first card out. Express your creativity. Love this card. So I will say one thing that I always kind of think of when I get this card, at any time. I do think, Sag, you may have been coming through or going through a period where you have been working kind of hard. Whether it's just, your normal workflow and you've just been, really like nose to the grindstone. Usually when this card pops up, it's usually because things have been a little heavier than should be, could be, normal, whatever. Things are just a little heavier. Whether there's just more to be done, maybe something happened and it threw some monkey wrenches in the mix. Usually this card will show up, after moments of that type of struggle, just to reinvigorate you, just to get your juices flowing again, because they've been kind of constricted and been on, high demand, let's say, okay? And I want to talk about this some more because of Raphael coming up. So Archangel Raphael, the divine physician. So the need to take care of your physical body. Now, yes, this could mean that, you do just need to have a better lifestyle. Maybe you have to eat better, be more active. Could be multiple things like that. So some of you could be, thinking about your health and your well-being. Coupled with the Express Your Creativity card, I do think this is just a need to be good to yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Don't run yourself ragged. You've been putting in some long hours. You've been putting in a lot of energy. If you need to do something for you or if you need to take care of your well-being, do it. Like this is an encouragement to be like, no, do what you need to do so that your body doesn't collapse on you, all right? Some of you, this may have to do with animals. So this is the spirit animal card. Sometimes when I get this card, it's not necessarily spirit animals, but it's, actual physical animals. If you have a pet, it's about spending time with them. That could be how you wind down, especially if you're a big time animal lover. Like, who wouldn't want to spend time with animals? Maybe some of you can go to the zoo and connect with nature that way. Throwing things out there. Usually when this card connects to an actual animal, it's usually a pet. So if that's you, you already know who this animal is. So something to be just aware of. If you do have some totem animals and some spirit animals, especially one that you see as signs, be aware of that. Because when you start seeing those, like, for an example, mine is butterflies. Myself, my father, and butterflies have an interesting connection. So when I see butterflies, I always think it's my dad, kind of checking on me. I'm just throwing that out as an example. If you have that same or similar type of connection, be really aware of those signs. And I would say definitely be really aware of what you were thinking when that animal presented itself to you. Because that's usually Spirit's way of being like, hey, I need you to focus on that thing. Whatever you were just thinking about, that's important. Think about that. Look at that more, okay? And there's a good chance it might have been connected to maybe a way for you to express and unwind and let your creative energy flow, or something having to do with how you're taking care of yourself. So 2 things definitely to be aware of and keep on the radar, all right? All right. Whoa. Sag, your cards are like buzzing. Like actually buzzing. It's a little crazy. Oh, I saw you. I saw you flip. Don't you try to hide from me. One more for you, Sag, and then we'll go through them. Oh, you got a little. You know what? We're gonna take them all. We'll take those as your outcome cards. Keep that little stack on the side. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Oh my God. All right, Sag. Yes, you have been going through it. I'm going to leave those a mystery for now. Look at all this fire. So we start off with the Knight of Fire. To me, I think this is you. This is you running around taking care of everything. Like if this is work, this is you handling all these little pop-ups, all these little, I'm going to use a certain example. I'm not going to name anybody, but this is you handling business when so-and-so calls out. You have to fire someone quits, someone walks out. You've got all these crazy employees making weird decisions or not owning their role and not doing what needs to be done and being babies about everything. And you've got to like mother hen every single person on the planet. This is you. This is you running around being all kinds of restless, not because that's your nature, but that's just you just have to be. Like someone's got to run this ship and no one else is doing it. So you just kind of have to take care of all these sudden things that keep popping up. So the Ten of Fire, so if any of you know this deck, you can kind of see when the card is upside down. So this came upside down. I flipped it over upright when I flipped it over, but I get why this card was in reverse. So Ten of Fire, literally a card of having too much to do, carrying the burden. With it in reverse, again, tells me you're out of that. That moment is past. We talked about that when we were looking at the Oracle cards. So take that as confirmation. The worst of it is over. You're on the downhill slope. Beautiful. So if you weren't doing this because you're like, oh no, I can't get too relaxed because I want to have to kick it back up and take care of more shit. Nope, that stuff is done. This is your moment. You can take a little breather if you need a little breather. Do what needs to be done to recover. Worst is over. We love that. Take care of that. Then we have the Five of Fire. So, especially if you've been watching my readings for a while, I always talk about the Five of Fire as internal conflict, Five of Swords, external conflict. Here with the Five of Fire, I do think this is, I mean, yes, it's still inner conflict, but in a way it feels a little different. It kind of feels like you have multiple goals running around in your mind right now. Again, not a bad thing, but it's like, okay, I want to make sure, like, let's say we're really connected to that work scenario where all the things are going on with work. The Five of Fire is kind of like, okay, well, I know I need to take a break, or I know I have this side thing that I'm really dedicated and passionate about that I want to be involved in, but I also want to make sure work is continuing to go. I want to make sure the business is still growing. I want to make sure my employees are feeling good, So it's like, I want to be here, but I also want to be there, and I also want to be there, and I need to be here, and then I also need to be over there. So to me, this Five of Fire is just speaking to the conflict of all these kind of details and all these things that are pulling you in all these different directions. I'm not getting as much of like the conflict with other people. So for some of you that could be a thing, but honestly I think it's more, trying to decide where and when you need to be present, okay? This is beautiful because then we have the Ace of Fire after that. This is your passion, your motivation, your desires, that internal drive that pushes you, right? Aces also could be indicative of a new beginning, so this could be some type of change and a new opportunity, which is great. Could also be advancement for some of you, especially if you were hustling to try and anchor a promotion. This could be indicative that, whoever needed to see this hustle saw the hustle, which is good. It's a good thing. So this, I love having the Ace of Fire coming after the 5. And look at how far you jump. You go from 10 down to the 5, down to the Ace. So you go from extreme conflict to maybe some tension to just pure passion. So again, there's this idea, you've made it over the hill already. You're over the hump. Things are getting easier in that flow. Beautiful. We love it. We will take it, right? And then look, even after that, you have release. Beautiful. Yes. Let the BS go. Let the BS go. Legit, this is the end of a phase. So yes, there's probably still some transformation going on, right? Not a bad thing. But the big thing is that you're at the end of it. So release the struggle. Beautiful. And now let's see what's going on here. Hilarious. Can't even. I love it. So I talked about the 5 of Fire. Here's the 5 of Air. Here's that external conflict. And again, I told you, it's over. It's first card out, so we're moving away from this. Love this. If anything, I would take this as confirmation for those of you who have been dealing with this and didn't get actual closure. This is confirmation. This is definitely confirmation. Someone's motives weren't, they either weren't clear or they weren't very nice. Take this as confirmation. Someone was being a little meh. Now, did they get one over on you? No, of course not. But you can take this confirmation. Someone was trying to pull stunts. They didn't get it, right? Because you're already over it. So you can let that go. There's something you can definitely release. They tried. They weren't successful. If anyone, they fucked it up for themselves. So, excuse my French. Oh my God. See, this is how I know you've been heated. You're making me use all these colorful words. And then here we have the Queen of Fire. Very beautiful energy for you, Sag. Very natural energy for you, too. This is like you, at the end of it all, sitting on your throne, being all majestic and magnificent. Be like, what? Come for me. Try me. I'll show you how strong I am. I got this. Don't even mess with me. Love it. And then you have the 3 of Water. This is celebration, friendship. This is you getting together with the girls after that crazy day at work and throwing a few back and having fun. You're in a time of celebration. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you know what? It's so funny. Normally with these readings, there's a little bit of past, a little bit of present, and a little bit of future. These cards really feel like you're here, like you're in this moment, like this is all to get you to the present. And I think that's because that's what Spirit's message is for you. It's about being present, okay? Because I will say, in your present, this is what you need to be focused on. This is where you need to be. Taking care of yourself, expressing yourself. Again, for some of you, that could be through animal spirits or, spending time with animals. But this is where you need to be. So don't worry about tomorrow. What are you doing for yourself today? All right? Ooh, I feel like I spit that reading out. It's just like blah, 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 blah. So yes, big focus on what needs to be done for you, what feeds you, what fuels you, how can you take better care of yourself, because you have been through it. And now you need to recover a little bit. You need a little recharge, or at least you need a little creativity. You need a little fun back in your life, because it has been not that for a bit, I would say, looking at this. All right, my friends. Okay, before I let you go, we are going to get one more little oracle for you. I had some good feedback for the Divine Directions card I used in the last reading, so I wanted to continue doing it. This is a different deck, obvi, but same kind of idea. So a little direction for our lovely Sages out there. Ooh. I'm not going to take this one, but these two we will totally take. What we get? Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so first one out, Agapanthus, words of love. I'm sorry if it's not focusing. Speak with your heart. To me, that's directly connected to that express your creativity. Again, doing what brings you joy. Something that comes directly from the heart. Why? Because that is your desire here with tuberose. Be certain of where you place your passion. Again, I think that also connects to this idea of presence. And not your physical presence, but like, you know, how present are you? And if you're present in this moment, why? What are you here doing? Because if you're like, oh, I'm present, but you're thinking about what you're doing tomorrow or next week or next month, oh, what's the next step? Then you're not really present. You may be physically present, but that's about it. All right? So another thing to kind of think about. So again, this desire is trying to express itself. So you, although you've gone through a hard time where you maybe didn't really have an opportunity to do that, or you were putting so much energy into something you were too tired to like try and make time for it, this is kind of saying, hey, I'm still here. I still want to be born. I still want to manifest. You know, don't forget about me. And now that things are easier here, now you have a little more energy. Now you have a little bit more time. Okay? So literally, it's talking about don't forget me. I'm still here. Let's do this. I'm still here for you. We can get this out, okay? Woo, nice reading. I am physically warm after this reading. Like I feel hot. Like woo, a little too much fire energy for me, Sag. But again, you've been on a roll. You have earned a little me time, okay? And not only me time, but I do think some of you, this actually may be a bigger thing than just like, oh, take a bubble bath and relax tonight. Like for some of you, this could be a real thing. Like you really need to dial in on your habits and your health and make sure that you are making healthy choices. And if you already are, great. Then you already have the presence of mind. That's beautiful. But for some of you, it may having to be real honest and be like, okay, I don't need that, 7th burger this week just because it's convenient or it's easy. I can make a better choice than that. That's just an example. Again, take it how you will. Doesn't have to be diet. Could be rest. Could be food. Could be activity levels. Again, it could be taking the dog for the walk, having a little wellness moment. It doesn't always have to be like health and fitness. It can totally be wellness. But with that said, I think I'm going to wrap up your reading there. As always, my lovely Sagittarius, thank you for all your love and support. You guys are the best. As always, appreciate all the likes, all the comments. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Just helps the channel to grow, helps us to expand, helps us to reach more people, which is all, that's pretty much what YouTube is about. But again, thank you so much. If you ever want to reach out to me, of course, all that info is down below. You can hit me up on email, Instagram, comment section. It all works. And with that, sending you love, take care, and I will see you in your next video, Sag. Bye.